Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the participants on the last day of this faculty development program on architectural design pedagogy for engaging studio experiences. It was a great journey till here. We have had some really fruitful, engaging, detailed sessions in the last 4 days. All the sessions were also received very well by all of you. We loved your active participation in all these 4 sessions, the way that you were asking questions, sharing your views and discussing with the expert speakers. All the speakers were also really appreciating this thing, that everyone was so interactive with them. The sessions have been really great, and we're also really looking forward to this last day. These sessions that are going to happen today are also going to be very interesting because we have some assignments that were given to us, and a lot of us have completed those assignments. We'll be discussing them today, and we'll also be gaining feedback on the same from ma'am today. Um, I would also like to welcome Pradnya ma'am, Professor Pradnya Chauhan, our
Yep.
expert speaker. Everyone knows ma'am very well by now. Ma'am is an academician and author. Ma'am has recently written a book known as Learning Basic Design, for which she has also given us a 10% discount, all the participants of this FDP. I'll be sharing the book details and contact details for booking it again in the WhatsApp group today. So if you all want to book it, please contact ma'am for the same. Ma'am, we are very excited for today's session because today you will be sharing your feedback, evaluating the work, and also teaching us on how we can evaluate such abstract assignments given by students. So we are very excited for this session today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Nishtha. Hi, Parampreet. Nice to see you. So, Nishtha, you decide how you want to take up the sessions, who is going to go first, or they just raise their hands and they say that, okay, I'm going to do this. And I mean,
Yes, ma'am. I think we Sorry. Yes,
how
ma'am.
many submissions have you received so far?
Ma'am, we have quite a few submissions. I had floated a link, a Google Drive link, and a lot of people have uploaded very interesting and beautiful submissions. In fact, I can say very colorful. So I don't think we should prepare a list because I'm sure that since working hours are going on, a lot of people would be engaged or busy somewhere in their workplace as well. So we can do this one by one. People can voluntarily come up
Yeah.
and start discussing
Yeah,
their work.
so we keep the session open,
Yes.
and whoever wants to start, they can switch on their camera and show us what they've done.
Yeah. Sure, ma'am. I think that will be better.
Yeah.
I hope that is okay with all participants also. If you are okay with this, please just show a thumbs up. We can do this discussion one by one, and you can come in any order that you want. Okay, we have a few thumbs ups. Okay. So, ma'am, I think we can begin.
Yeah, we can start.
All participants who want to discuss, I request you all, if it is possible for you, please turn your cameras on and you can speak with ma'am. Whatever work you have done, you can also share your screen or just show it directly in the video. If you want, you can also share your screen if you have a PDF or an image, and you can just tell what you have done. Just give us a short brief of uh, about your topic, what you have worked on, and what was the basic idea behind it. Just that. Anyone who wants to go first? Anyone who wants to go first? Please volunteer.
People are still warming up.
Meenakshi ma'am will be presenting. I
Okay.
think then Shanik can present after that.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Ma'am,
start.
shall I share the screen for you?
Uh, yes, Nishtha, can you please share the screen? Good
Yeah,
morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, me and Nihal, we had done that the building block assignment,
Okay.
and yeah, can you please share the screen, Nishtha?
Oh,
Yeah, ma'am. So these blocks explains the various facade treatments and the building envelope. These can be also the shading devices, the various shading devices, the kinetic facades, the jali work or the screens that you can see on the as the ornamentation over here. The BIPV panels can also be incorporated here along with some green facades also. So
okay.
these will be, yeah, incorporated on these facades.
Okay.
Then these blocks or the composition that you can see can also be used to understand the voids and the masses in a building. And these composition can also be varied. And so, okay. So as you can see here, so these can have various compositions, and they may be used to study the various shadow patterns, the proportions, the orientation, and the various principles of design. Also, the surface articulation. In the principles of design, they can also be used to explain the balance, symmetry, hierarchy, axis, and datum. Okay. Then this exercise, I believe, can be presented as a creative exercise for the students. Yeah, that's it from my side, ma'am. From our side.
Did you actually see the image that I had shared?
Yes.
So, and did you read what I had written?
But it was only the block composition, or you can use the various
No.
blocks
I,
with the various
I mean,
dimensions.
can I
Like
share?
this is the 9x9 block. Then we took one 6x6 block, and then we took another 3x3 block.
No, but I had specifically said that four sides are closed and two sides are open.
Yes. Oh, we have done that. We have done
Oh,
that
you've done that.
with
Ah,
various,
okay.
yes, with various things. Yeah, we have done that.
Okay. Okay.
So we have done, some sides are closed and some sides are open
Ah,
like
okay.
this.
Okay.
Yes. So they can be used to understand the various voids and the masses of
Yeah.
the building
Yeah.
if you do it proper, the composition.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So,
Because in this photograph that in this image that you shown, I don't see the voids. I can see only.
yes. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll click another photograph for that, ma'am.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes. So we
Looks.
have done it in all the blocks. So in all the blocks we have one surface embellishment or the articulation, and then there's one void also.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Looks nice. I like the frame and that cutout that you have done. So the frame is also very strong. So is this made out of file card or mount board?
So
Mount board.
this from Mount Board.
Okay. Nice. Nice. So did you enjoy doing this? Tell me. Did
Pardon
you
me?
did you like this exercise?
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Because we could understand how to make the, even the things lively for the students also.
Okay.
So that to keep them actually engaged in the studio problem in the in studios.
Okay.
Yes,
Nice.
because that day also I had a conversation, had a discussion with you. So
Yeah.
you even said, yeah, through models also they can do this exercise.
Yes, of
Yes.
course. Yeah.
So we
Very
took
nice.
this as exercise as an assignment.
Yeah, interesting. Very good.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Definitely very interesting.
And did you do these patterns using brush and ink, or you got them from the computer?
So, ma'am,
Yeah,
these,
prints.
yeah, these are the patterns on the gateway sheet. They are printed on gateway sheets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
Nice.
want, we can cut this out with cutter and
Yes,
all.
yes.
No,
So
no, no, no,
this
no.
can be
I'm
a
just no. So give me another photograph with composition
Yes,
showing some
yes,
voids.
yes, we'll do that.
Showing
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we'll
yeah,
do
We'll
that,
add
ma'am.
we'll add that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. We'll do that.
That'll be good.
Yes, yes,
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot.
thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
Nishta, somebody else wants to present now. Payal
Hello, ma'am. Am I
Bhuibar.
audible? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Payal. Yeah, Payal.
Nothing is ma'am.
Yes, Payal. You're
Shanik
you're
will be
you're
next
on mute.
after Payal.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes. Please, Nishta, ma'am, can you share my work? Because I am not
Sorry, ma'am, I cannot hear you.
with that. There is some technical issues.
Uh, ma'am, give me 2 minutes. I'll have to download it.
Okay. Okay.
Shenik, so can you present by that time?
Hello. Hello.
Can you
Audible?
present,
Okay.
sir?
Fine.
Meanwhile?
Am I audible, Nishda?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, we can hear
Hi,
you.
ma'am. How are you?
Hey, good.
So I'll share the screen.
Yeah.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
So me and along with Nidin worked on the basic design matrix of
Huh.
elements and our world.
Huh.
So from this assignment, very it was really interesting to work on this matrix
Uh-huh.
to find that the nature everywhere it is we can find the design elements and we can club with design aspects with the nature things and all. And it's surprisingly even when me with my colleague Nitin doing this assignment, we had several conflict among us. Like
Uh-huh.
when I find this is the example for point, he said no, this is not example for points. And it's very clear that
Yeah.
architecture that something can't be dotted like well defined according to perspective. This can be changed and we can define our own work in the way we understood. So it's something we can't well defined or something definite options or points are there not there. So these are the things we have worked on the different matrices to fulfill. First we took
Very
the
interesting. It's a very interesting find. I like the composition. I like the selection,
thank you so
and
much, ma'am.
I like the colors, the voids, surfaces. Very interesting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, well done.
When we did this assignment, we had faced a difficulty when finding the art forms and craft because art and craft are mixed somewhere. So
Yes.
when even we are searching for this definitions, some art is common for craft as well. So
Yes.
we try to incorporate different kind of art forms. Like first one, you can see for the point, it's an aerial view of the Kerala traditional Tiruvadira art form. It's an aerial where people are standing in circular manner, radiating. So this is an art form of Tiruvadira in Kerala, and this is uh, Berlin art for the lines, and this is a painting for the surfaces. You can feel the different surfaces, so pattern and that gradation over here. And for voids, we find the sculpture, and colors we
Beautiful.
find the Kathakali art form. It's a
Kathakali.
combination of different colors and all. Even
Yeah.
this art form itself is depicting the lots of colors like pacha, katti, kari. It's different characters in this art form that itself defining the colors. And for the building also, you can see the example for colors. It's in uh, terrain of Uti. So
Yeah.
the different vibrant patterns of different colors of building, which is complement to the landscape of that terrain. And it's
Yeah.
really a good example for the color patterns.
Nice.
And yes, so we thoroughly
I
enjoyed
like.
the
Yes.
assignment.
I like what you have done.
Thank you
So
so much,
now
ma'am.
here is one more teaser for you. So what you can do is this is only a tool and
Yes,
you can change so many parameters. For example, you can do basic design metrics for design principles found in nature. So you
exactly.
have principles on one side and you have natural flora and fauna on one
Understood.
side, and
Yes.
then you find the design principles, like, so show me the contrast, so show me echo, or show me rhythm, show me repetition in nature. So everything will belong to nature, and you have all the principles on one side.
Excellent.
So then you develop your own metrics. For example, you can have a basic design metrics for elements found in costumes. So then you have all the different costumes here on one side, including Western and sari and salwar kameez and etc. And then you have colors and textures and surfaces and embroidery and embellishments on one side. So you can do that. So you develop your own metrics,
Sure,
and you
ma'am.
develop your own sort of method of using this. The idea is that you should give this assignment to the students and
Exactly.
let them explore, and let them uh, break their heads as to why this is industrial and why this is not art form and why this is craft. So debate let them debate.
True, true.
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
Okay. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Congratulations to both of you. In fact, this looks very beautiful, very colorful, and well thought.
Thank you, Nishita.
I like these cubes. What is that called?
Uh,
Uh,
Big
Rubik's.
Rubik cube. I like that as industrial art. Very good.
Yeah.
Colors found in cube. Good.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Nice. Yes. Who else now?
No, no, no.
Payal, ma'am.
Payal.
Ma'am, are you ready?
Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Payal.
Ma'am, I'm just sharing the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I have worked on the mind mapping exercise, and the
Uh,
topic is the grandfather's 80th birthday celebration.
okay.
Actually, I was attracted by the birthday celebration itself because I like to organize and surprise people by celebrating their birthdays or some events like that. So I firstly decided that I am going to take this topic only.
Nice.
So, uh, and I have my grandfather's, by God grace, he's there with me, so I can celebrate his birthday. So I planned according to him and his personality. So actually, 80th birthday, 80 years of life, we can't celebrate on a single day or one day. We need life event to share with everyone. So I think one day is impossible to celebrate the 80 years of life. So I've tried to incorporate all his memories or work related. So it is like birthday is the single thing, then friends, then family sectors, then special events or memories, then work related memories, then his personal identity. So this was the
Yeah,
primary sector.
take us through the all the slides that you've done, all the
Yes,
sections
yes,
that you've done. Yeah.
yes. And then birthday will further proceed to the theme, which theme will go to. We can take the theme as his born year. We can take the retro theme according to the in which year he is born. Then destination, we can choose his old age school, like, or his childhood school, yeah, his college, something like that, to take him to the his memories actually, and recreate that whole environment again.
Okay.
And then yeah, and then time, gifts, and food also. And then birthday will again will help the needy person. because in this age they know all the qualities and all the surroundings, so they develop a sense of we should do something for others. So some kind of help which he'll like to do to the society or something like that, we'll discuss and help the needy also. Then friends and family sectors, friends will also consider school friends, college friends, then best friends, and then pen friends also.
Okay.
He actually he really told me one of his story of a pen friend, so I mentioned that also. They never met from the school, and then they started communicating through letters and phone calls only, and after 10 to 15 years they come to face to each other. So
Okay.
that was quite amazing in today's generation. So it
Yes.
was very much good. Then family, as a son how he was, or brother as an uncle, then as a husband, then as a father, and then grandfather.
Yeah.
So everyone means a father of a daughter and a father of a son also, means he's my mother's father. So as a daughter's father, how he played a role to my mother, and also to his son, how was a father of a son. So I'll
Yeah.
ask them to share their thoughts, that how he was as your father, as your husband, or
Yeah.
as your brother.
Yeah.
So this was the family sector. And then special events or memories that will further proceed to lifetime memories and place related memories. As he was traveling from place to place due to work related. So place related memories are also there with him. And age related memories, we all have that childhood, teenage, adult, and aging. So, and then work related. Uh, at that time study education was so difficult, but still he educated himself at a very good post, and then he started his own business. So so that was work, startups to the passionate work. And then his identity, ये अभी जो कुछ भी हम सेलिब्रेट करने वाले हैं, वो उनके लिए है, तो वो खुद कैसे है,
Yeah.
और उनको क्या मतलब उनके तरफ क्या अट्रैक्ट करता है, उन्होंने हमें क्या सिखाया है। जैसे उन्होंने पंचुअलिटी सिखाई है। पंचुअलिटी उनमें ऐसे एकदम बहुत कूट कूट के भरी है। कुछ भी होगा अभी भी वो खुद का काम खुद ही करते हैं। तो दैट मेक्स मी सरप्राइज कि हम अभी भी खुद का काम करने में थोड़ा सा हिचकिचाते हैं या फिर कुछ ना कुछ कर नहीं पाते हैं, बट एट दैट एज ही इज डूइंग क्वाइटली गुड, दैट इज commendable. And then unique, that is his willpower makes him to continue his punctuality till the age of 80.
Okay.
So
Payal, you're done very good work. Now I want you to understand the process and tell us about the process. For example,
uh,
if you didn't have mind map, do have
okay.
if you didn't have mind map, would you have thought of all this? Would you think of all this if you didn't have mind map? If you didn't have this
No.
methodology, how did this methodology help you?
Okay. This methodology helped me to organize some data, or some if we are having some data, so how to organize it by step, or proceed from to zero to some stage,
Yeah.
is like that. And again, the colors I have used that primary, secondary, and tertiary color theme, which will again represent the life stages. So it was quite amazing to do this.
Yeah. So how will you teach this tool to the students? What will you do with the students?
Okay. How you have to work on a special thought, a single thought. It is spread into number of thoughts, or we are going to how we are going to relate one thought to another, or there should be a relation between. If we are doing something, So connect both the dots to each other.
Yes.
It should be connected. So this we can help them to guide. So and again, the hierarchy should be there.
Correct. So I
Yeah,
had also given you a mind map diagram. Why didn't
yeah.
you use that diagram?
Oh, एक्चुअली टाइम कंज्यूमिंग था, मैंने वो
Okay.
ज्यादा ट्राई नहीं किया खुद का करने के लिए, ये कर
Okay.
लिया मैम,
Okay.
सो सॉरी
Okay.
फॉर दैट.
No,
हाँ.
no, not sorry. I mean, I'm curious to know that why
Yeah.
you didn't use that, because that already gives you the branches, that gives you
Yeah.
the main branches and the sub branches. That's why. So that is
uh,
a useful tool.
Hexagonal shape.
No, it's
Yeah.
good.
Hexagonal shape is something we can connect
Yeah,
from number of branches, we can connect that,
yeah.
so I use that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Payal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Anybody
ma'am.
else wants to comment on this? The session is open for others to comment. I want others to comment on this.
Ma'am, I just want a question, ask you a
Yes.
question. Like, this is actually a student works, and there is no right and wrong in it. How
Yeah,
do you
correct.
evaluate? How do
No,
you evaluate it?
there is no right and wrong as far as thinking methods are concerned.
Yeah. So
That
how
by
do you
saying
evaluate?
no, so by saying that this is wrong and this is right is
Hmm.
not a correct approach at all. In fact, that is
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
How to evaluate there?
No, I mean, it is just a yes or no. It is just a question of having more and more ideas to generate more and more ideas, and
Okay.
then you start scraping out certain things. For example, in this particular map, she's talking about destination theme, and she said that we want him to go to his old school, but it's a very difficult proposition. So when this comes under scrutiny, maybe somebody will have to drop this idea that maybe I don't think we can do the destination theme. We can do destination setup in the hall,
Hmm.
but we cannot go there. So that is something as a next stage. But as far as brainstorming sessions are concerned,
Hmm.
there is nothing yes or no, there is nothing wrong. You're just
Okay.
generating ideas, and
So
that
marking becomes a little bit different. Means this is
that's
the
okay.
first stage.
No, no, no. There is no marking. It's
Okay.
just yes. It is just a commitment and how passionately people have done. How
Okay.
whether they have poured their heart in. I mean, Payal has given so much of thought to this process, and that's important. Showing that passion is more important than right or wrong. So there is nothing right and wrong as far as brainstorming sessions are concerned. Same way as in design. Na? Even in design, there's so many alternatives, and that's why I always talk about Edward de Bono. He is a pioneer of horizontal thinking, lateral thinking. So in vertical thinking, 2 plus 2 has to be 4. It cannot be 3, it cannot be 5. So there is a vertical thinking and there is horizontal thinking. Horizontal thinking is very lateral. It grows horizontally, and there is not one yes or no in horizontal thinking. Everything is possible. Everything is possible, but then something is more possible than the other. So you go deeper into that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, can we have next? Payal, did you understand what I said?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Uh, just like you assign different assignments to all of us, so while we are conducting these exercises in the classroom, should we also give
No, no,
different
no, no.
exercises at the
In
same
in the
time?
classroom, you should give only one assignment.
Okay.
So you can give only mind mapping or only couple of assignments, but in mind mapping, you give different topics to different
Okay.
groups. So if you are doing six thinking hats, choose different topics for six thinking hats,
Okay.
and so on. So it's, I mean, these are all again ideas generation projects. So you're
Okay.
generating more and more ideas. So no point everybody working on a birthday celebration. No point everybody working on. So you generate more ideas for mind mapping, for six thinking hats, for SWOT analysis, and you make the groups and then you give them the checks. That's how it works.
So, ma'am, if I am taking a particular studio for any semester, for example, it's a shopping mall or a shopping complex. So, if I want to conduct this activity for the design studio, then how can I divide into different topics? Then the
So
topic
no,
always remains
so
the
it will
same.
not be. So it can be shopping mall, it can be informal shopping, it could be your street shopping, it could be vendors. So you divide the shopping activity in so many things, and then give these activities to students to do the case studies, and to come up with a hawker's design, to come up with a stall, to come up with a one exhibition space within the mall, or one shop within the mall. Don't ask them to design a mall. No, this is too much. Then it becomes too mechanical. Then they'll talk about escalators and lift and yeah, whoa. Don't do all that. Just concentrate on very, very small things, and then the small things, when put together, they will create a much bigger bazaar. So it has to be a bazaar. It's kind of an idea.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Got it. Ma'am, Nihal sir has shared some pictures with me.
Yeah.
The build form that he showed earlier, he has
Oh yeah.
shared
Yeah.
another
Okay.
arrangement for the
Okay.
same.
Good.
Is it
Okay.
visible?
Yes, I can see. Nice.
This is one, and this is another one.
Yeah. Good. Good. Better. Good.
Parampreet ma'am, would you like to go next?
Yes, we can go, but I think Gayatri ma'am was line. We can
Sorry.
if it's okay.
Sorry, I missed Gayatri ma'am's message. Gayatri ma'am, would you like to go first?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'll present. Ma'am, do you have my file or should I present the screen?
Ma'am, if you can present it, it will be very
Sure.
helpful.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry. I don't know, somehow it's the... Okay, is this visible now? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. So my topic was design principles and art forms. So except the paintings column, the rest of the topics I got inspired from my own region. So as of drama part, it's all about Terukuthu. We call it as Terukuthu in local, which is a street theatre, which is presented in the first one, the drama part.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
So it's known as Terukuthu. So here, as such, we don't have stage always, a built stage, but they usually present it in the open public spaces also. The street is
Can you start your camera, Gayatri?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So Terukuthu is known as a stage performance basically. So street is their stage. So I got inspired from that. So I took that as my drama, only one theme. So from that I try to identify the design principles. Again, I think it's very subjective, but as far as I could identify, I have showed here. The second one is dance. I chose Bharatanatyam for this particularly. So from that, I chose the pictures, which shows the different design principles. If you want, I can explain it in individual.
No, one can see. Yeah, it's good.
The third one is M.F. Hussein's painting completely.
Yeah, correct.
And for the sculpture, I am not specifically, I know any sculptors as such. So I chose sculptures from the Chola period, South Indian Bragadishwara Tanjore temple. I just chose sculptures from that particular temple during Chola period. So that was the sculptures part. And cinema, I chose one of the Maniratnam's movie known as Thalapathy, because in Maniratnam movies, the cinematography, it's a well-spoken one. So, and this particular movie has a lot of reviews based on colors they use in this particular movie. So it's mostly blue and orange and red shades used in this movie. So I try to get the idea from that. So it was very interesting doing this exercise. I found it little difficult to do the sculpture part because I don't know how to see the sculpture as a whole or as a composition with the other sculptures. So that was the confusion I had. I think
So tell us about your experience about this exercise.
Very interesting, very interesting. I think Nishta ma'am knows because once this segment was introduced, I think I will be the first or the second person to put that in the group because I really wanted to do this. And specifically, I like art forms also. I know a little bit of Bharatanatyam also. So I really wanted to try this out connected to the architecture part. So very nice. We never imagined to connect our design principles with all these things. We connected with nature. I have seen that, but not with drama, not with I think sculptures. I have never connected. It's very nice. So I think students also really enjoy doing this.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. I mean, you give
really,
this
very interesting.
Students. Yeah, and let them come up with their ideas, and yeah, it's nice, nice, very good. So, was it difficult to get these images, or you went on the net?
Sculptures, but no, even I had a lot of confusion. I watched the entire movie for the cinema part, and I found a lot of frames are going with this design principles. There was the actor standing, and we have the sun behind the actor, so it kind of showed the emotions connected with the character of this. And so there are so many frames available, so I don't know which one.
So that gives you a different viewpoint.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
particular metrics gives you a different viewpoint, and as I was telling Shanik, that this is only a framework. You can keep on changing all this.
Yes.
So, for example, you keep the principles as it is, but you change this to nature,
Yes.
and so you talk about the leaves and the flowers and the fruit and the branches and the roots, and then you find exactly the same thing using that. So something like that.
We can also use some architectural styles in this instead of
Of
the
course, this whole thing can be, say, for example, it could be a built form, it could be solids and voids, or it could be modern architecture, contemporary architecture, Indian architecture, Islamic architecture. I mean, or postmodern architecture. And you find out the images. So this is only a metric.
It's like very vast to take one particular picture for the design principle.
Yeah.
But we get the whole idea while doing this, so we'll be able to relate it to the other scenarios also.
Correct. That's the whole idea. All right. Thanks. Nisha, who else is now coming?
Me and Sudha will be coming.
Yeah, Paramprit. Correct.
Can you see this, ma'am?
Nice.
So we have worked on a
One minute.
important
Payal, this is what I meant by using branches.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
You see now the main branch and then the sub branches and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Start.
Ma'am, me and Sudha has worked on a very important topic, healthy sleeping habits, because we all struggle with that. So it consists of majorly 4 parts for us, that is dedication. You need to understand that it is very important and you need to do extra efforts, right? So another part was discipline. You have to follow it through whether you like it or not. Another very critical part is the duration. It is not like I have slept for an hour, tick. So we have to consider. And another which we all struggle at different ages, that is the comfort. So whether we are comfortable sleeping or not, whether we are facing certain noise or light, the bed is not good, or even the mind is creating lots of problems for us. So that is also important. So we started with dedication, that we need to put some efforts in maintaining a routine. We also need to understand the importance of sleep, and we should enjoy the outcome, because at least at my age, I feel like if I'm not taken this proper sleep, I'm grumpy in the morning. Though for the younger generation, it is not that much. Like when we were in the college, we were like, we could pull a night out and everything and then still be happy. But we know that if I'm not going to sleep, then I will be grumpy the next day. The other thing is discipline. There are so many things which are happening around us, whether it's a party, whether it's a submission, whether it's examination. We need to find, okay, I will not do a night out, I will study. I have to stick to it. I should learn to say no if there are certain things which is going beyond my comfort zone, because next day I will be grumpy, right? So switching, the thing is that there always be a movie, there always be a net series which always make you wake in night and you just scrolling through. So you need to put your electronic devices on off or airplane mode. You should have a bedtime routine so that you can train your body. Like now, I have switched off my mobile phone. I take a bath. I start reading a book, and slowly my systems are shutting down.
Yeah.
So some kind of bedtime routine should be there. And we should also, that's a very practical problem, that you should limit your caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol intake.
Yeah.
That is very important, because it also goes with that you should eat food earlier.
Yeah.
So that stomach is a little bit lighter, so that you can easily sleep in. And then duration, it's not like 8 hours fits everybody. For some it is 11 hours, for some it could be 5 hours. So you need to understand your own timing where you feel comfortable. Once you wake up, you feel fresh, that you need to find out.
Yeah.
We learn about so many things. Modi ji sleeps for 4 hours and he works like this and that. But I cannot go without 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So I will not be comparing myself with Modi ji, but it's the body type, how we decide. So it has to be personalized. Like small children needs a lot of sleep compared to the adults. Then a time window for sleep. Every day we have to go back to the same routine. It's not like 8 hours means 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or 8 o'clock to sometime 4 o'clock. It should not be like that. Every time 10 o'clock is my time where I will sleep.
Yeah.
And the people who follow this actually feel very dizzy at the same time. So then we need, as I told, we need to find an ideal duration. Apart from that, comfort is the main thing. As you grow older day by day, we find out that we might not be comfortable. But this is a little bit tricky. I will tell me by my personal experience. Like when I was a youngster, I was very particular about how I'm going to sleep. Like the light has to be switched off, the voice has to be lowered, and no disturbance. But once I had a daughter, I was so tired that I slept in any way. Because it is possible. So it happens. Like you need to find a situation where it is easy or it's safe for you to sleep in.
Yeah.
That's very important. So we sometimes say comfortable bed, comfortable clothes, comfortable ambience. At the same time, one very important, we have not mentioned it because it's a point that we all know, but we never say, is the silent mind.
Mm.
So it could not be put over here, but it's always there for all these things. Having a healthy sleeping habit or having a healthy life, you need to have a silent mind, happy mind.
Yeah.
So that is important. That's how we did it. We could have extended it a lot, but then it would have been a very chaotic thing. We and sorted together. We have an age difference of 10 years. So we put both of us the thoughts over here, and we tried to put something.
So tell us about some methodology now. You have explained what you have done. For example,
Yes.
did this methodology help you?
I try to enforce this on my daughter.
No.
And it works.
No. I'm not talking about sleeping habits.
The process.
I'm talking about mind mapping.
Yeah, ma'am. It's very good.
Huh.
Whether we accept it or not, being an architect, our mind was in mind mapping only. There are so many things to be done now. We write it down only ना, ये है तो इसके 4 part और हो गए, ये है उसके 5 part, इसको achieve ऐसे करना है, something like that. It's the way we think, and it's now the right time. We have given it a fancy name as mind mapping, but we're doing it for a very long time, isn't it? as we pack our list for any tour कि यहाँ जाना है तो ये चीजें रहनी है, कोई प्लान है, शॉपिंग करनी है दिवाली की तो ये करना है, दिवाली सेलिब्रेट कैसे करनी है, and marriage organize करनी है. So all these things comes with mind mapping only, but now we have made it in a picture so that it is more visible, and give credit to us that we have thought so much.
Good, good, very good. I must tell you one very nice book that I read. It's called Atomic Habits. Write it
Yeah,
down.
I have also read it.
Oh, you read
Yes, I
that
have
book?
read it. Yeah, yeah.
He's amazing. That person is just amazing. And I have picked
Yes.
up so many habits from him, from the book. So I'm following those
Yeah.
habits number of times, and it's a very nice book. So
Life is a learning process.
yeah,
And as you grow older, you realize that whatever you have thought when you were a kid, it's all does not make any sense. It's not that important.
yeah,
Now it
yeah,
is nothing important than having a good night's sleep.
yeah.
So it happens like that.
Very
So
true. True.
yes, ma'am.
Very nice. Very nice. Were you happy with your work?
Thank you, ma'am.
Were you happy with your work, Parpreet?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Very nice. Good. Yes, Nishtha.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
I will share my screen. Ma'am, can you stop sharing?
Just a minute, ma'am. I think ma'am is trying to stop sharing her screen. Then you can take over. Yes, please.
Hello,
yeah.
ma'am. I'm Sika
Hi.
from
Yeah.
Reva University. Basically, we are put up in Bangalore. So most of the compositions I've made here from my university, which is really green. So and my memory collections like cherry blossom tree when it was May. It was very beautiful in the campus. So these are my own gallery collections, which I
Yeah.
put together.
Which
But
university is this? Where is the cherry tree from?
here, it's here, ma'am.
No,
Can you
but
see my work first?
yeah, I can see. But where is it from?
These are from my own university, ma'am.
Oh,
The origin of the tree, you're asking?
wow.
Japan.
Japan. Ah.
Am I right?
Yeah. No. I'm saying that. I mean, where is this photograph taken? Which university? Which place?
Reva University, where I work.
Bangalore.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Very
Bangalore. So
nice.
I tried to put the basic composition, but as you said, it was just a framework. I tried, changing it from different, squares. So finally, I could do this. I missed out on fruits, but then it was a very interesting exercise for me to do this. Uh,
What did
that's
you
all.
learn? What did you learn from this exercise?
Ma'am, that's what it is subjective. According to my perspective or interpretation, it could be a balance, but it may differ to another person. So that's what I learned from this exercise.
Yeah. Can you slightly reduce the image? I can't see the contrast from your screen. You have to reduce the screen. Huh. Yeah. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you have to learn how to fit that frame within the exact frame.
Yes,
Huh?
got it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it was a hurry, last
Yeah.
minute work.
Yeah.
I just put down certain things together.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, what else will you do with this matrix? Tell me.
Um, Maybe I can try correcting. I don't know, ma'am.
Think you can do metrics of understanding Indian thali. for example.
Yes,
And or eateries, all the eating things. You see
yes,
repetition
ma'am.
and you see rhythm and you see balance, and
Yes,
you'll see
yes.
centers in a jalebi, for example, something like
Got
that.
it. Yes,
Yeah. So
I will try developing, ma'am. Thank you
yeah,
so much, ma'am.
yeah. Okay. Thanks. Next.
Thank you, ma'am, for presenting. It was a very good grid that you made, and I wanted to mention you have very good photography skills, very beautiful pictures that you have clicked
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you a lot.
beautiful. So how are we doing in terms of time, Nishtha? Are we okay? I mean, how
Yes,
many?
ma'am.
Huh,
We
okay.
are going at a good pace.
Okay.
All discussions are also happening. Ma'am, we'll go for a lunch break in
Okay.
some time. We can do a few more discussions, then we can go for lunch.
Yeah, we take two presentations and you go for a lunch break.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. So who would like to go next? Sure, ma'am. Kritika, ma'am, please, you can present.
Kritika.
Hello,
Yes, we can
Hello.
hear you.
this is Vivekanand Tiwari.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Can we present it before lunch itself if time permits?
Yeah, after
Yeah,
Kritika
sure.
maybe.
It's okay. It's okay. If you want to present first, it's okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So okay, Vivekanand present.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Uh, Ma'am, can you share our presentation if once? Okay, just a minute. I'm just trying to share it. Where is the image?
So is there any issue?
Yes, we are just sharing it.
Okay, okay.
There are so many tabs, matrices, yeah. So, is the screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, ma'am, what exactly we have done, me and Poonam over there, the second partner, it's like we have chosen a kind of arrangement in which there is a, very regular geometrical shape, which is a
No, but
cube.
which exercise is this? Tell me first.
This is first, ma'am. Sorry.
First exercise. What was the first exercise?
Uh,
Cube.
so building
Oh,
blocks.
building blocks. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But I wanted you
Yeah.
to make building blocks.
Ma'am, in this we are actually trying to see that how the small this regular geometrical form can be used for creating a certain kind of free flowing form, like what we use usually in model making exercise.
Did
So,
you make this yourself? This composition
this composition we actually selected one of the images which we had already,
from
and
where?
we
From
are
the net.
using that image for as a support image.
No, but then what is your work in this? What did you do?
uh, our work is basically we are trying to correlate the phenomenon of that theory of pixel in a particular image.
Can you start your camera, please?
Sorry.
Can you start your camera? I can't see you.
Camera, ma'am, just a minute. This is enable the camera access your project. Camera having some issue. There is some issue with the camera, ma'am. It's not
Okay.
getting on.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, the point is, I wanted you to. This was a hands-on exercise where I
Yes,
wanted
ma'am.
you to use your own hands to create something, make a
Yes,
model.
ma'am. Yes, 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 yes. That we agree. But what we are trying to do it like, since many things are available in the digital format, and nowadays students are also using the digital those tools to depict their ideas. So one part is obviously we are doing with the help of the hand. Another side we have this kind of flexibility that we can use the images which are already available in the on the digital media. So we are trying to explain those images in that particular way.
No,
That
okay, okay, accepted. Tell me,
yes,
can you rotate some of these? Did you rotate some of these cubes, or this image was already there?
we did it, ma'am, but those rotations are not available right now. What we did, the one particular frame we identified to explain the core idea.
Okay.
So the core idea is like it's very much inspired by the pixel
Can you
chip.
show me some process images? Can you show me some process images? How did you start?
Process images right now, ma'am, it's not available on this because that is with my another
No,
means
I'm trying to understand that whether is this your work or you have just picked it up from the net. I want to
no, no,
see
no,
your
ma'am.
work
This particular image is from the our library. This is not
from the
our
net.
composition.
From the net.
Yeah, we are not saying this image is done by us.
Okay.
Yeah, this image is not done by us. What
Okay.
we have done, we have
Okay,
identified
accepted.
a particular.
Accepted.
Yes,
Accepted.
ma'am.
Now you
Yeah,
tell me what does it represent according to you?
yeah.
Because I can read so
According,
many things. I can read so many things in this. What do you read?
yes, ma'am. According to us, this is something like we can see the kind of flow which is happening through this entire composition.
Okay.
So that is a kind of like we can see like a stream is flowing that we can observe from this particular image.
Okay.
So when stream is flowing, suppose we have a stream and we can subdivide that stream into small this cubes. Then
Correct.
those cubes will be like a floating
Yeah.
element, and those floating element will be keep on flowing from one point to another point.
Okay.
Okay. So the means this is something like we are means fragmenting the entire scenario into a small object, and
Okay.
this is very much helpful when we are going to do a model making exercise. Many a times we suggest our students that they should go for the block models,
Yeah.
and in that block models each and every unit is just like a block. Like suppose we have a
Yeah.
matchbox itself and you are arranging the
Yeah.
matchbox. Suppose you have to create a street pattern, so in that street pattern we have a linear street or say the curvilinear street in whatever form, and along that street we are going to arrange the blocks. So by arranging those blocks they get the idea of massing also, or they get the idea of flow, how the street is going to be, something
Okay.
like that in terms of massing. So we
Yeah.
actually want to convey that idea from this particular image.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting.
ma'am.
Very interesting. Okay. Yeah,
So
thanks a lot. I like the variation. I like the gradation. I like the gradation in terms of the size and the black, white, and gray. Very
yes.
nice. Good. Good.
And one more thing is, ma'am, like being a student of architecture,
Yeah.
I was very much fascinated about Le Corbusier works.
Yeah.
And if you see the Le Corbusier works, it is a complete set of grade. It's a very strict
Yes.
grade. But
Yes.
within that grade, he used to play so many things.
Correct.
Like whatever the his artistic idea, he used to
Yeah.
play those artistic idea in that strict grade itself. So
Yeah.
whether it's a classic example of Chandigarh where he has actually used the grid pattern,
That's
but
right.
when we go inside those buildings, like it's a assembly building of the this Punjab, Chandigarh, or say the High Court building, we see the variation in that building,
Yeah.
variation in terms of color, variation in terms
Yeah.
of spaces, and those things.
Yeah.
So many a times we inculcate our ideas to students like they should use the free flowing form, and they
Yeah.
come with the idea that sir we are doing this, but they somehow miss the idea that with the very rigid geometry also we can create a very free flowing form. So this is the whole idea, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Very
Yes.
interesting. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Megha.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Thanks,
thank
Vivek.
you very much.
Bye.
I'm sorry, ma'am. My video is not getting on. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could have.
No, it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Kritika.
Hello,
Kritika,
ma'am.
maybe we can take a break if everybody's hungry. We can take your project after lunch.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Huh?
okay. It's okay
Yeah,
with
we'll
me.
do that because if everybody's hungry, we can take a break.
Okay, ma'am, should we go on a break now?
Yeah, we can take a break. Yeah.
I hope that's okay with you, Kritika, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kritika.
Then let's all break for lunch. This was some good discussion that happened in the first session. All the assignments were very vibrant and colorful, very thoughtful, I must say. That each and everyone brought assignments with them that were not just looking good, but there was some actual thought that was put
Yes.
behind it. And all assignments, whether it was the cube one, the building blocks one, or mind mapping, everyone had taken some time out and thought about the work that they were supposed to do, and after putting some thought into it, then they did it, so it came out very beautifully. I would like to congratulate all participants because this is the entire purpose of conducting and being a part of a development program or a training program, because you inculcate some new things inside you. You learn something new, and what can be a better test of it, because now you've learned something, you have worked on it, and you're also presenting it to everyone. So that is very nice. I'm looking forward to some more great presentations in the second session. Let us all break for lunch, and should we start by 2:45?
Yeah.
It's almost
2:45.
1:45 right now. So we can meet again by
2:45.
2:45. Everyone, please be back by 2:45. And all those who did not get a chance to discuss their work in the first session, please be ready. We all will look forward to your work in the second session. Thank you all for joining.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome all in the second session of this last day of faculty development program on architectural design pedagogy for engaging studio experiences. I hope you all had a good lunch and had a much required break. We will shortly start with the second session.
Hi, Nishtha.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome back.
Yeah.
We are looking forward to some more discussions.
Yeah.
Already have one group that is interested in presenting first. That will be Arpita ma'am and Neeta ma'am.
Okay. So
After that,
call them out. Let them start.
yeah. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Nisha, can you please share the
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good.
That's great. Nisha, can you please share the screen or share our assignment rather?
I'm sure.
So what are you teaching, Neeta?
Ma'am, we have worked on SWOT analysis for a nurse. Okay. Subject I'm taking, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, I take architecture design for architecture 5th semester.
Okay. Nice.
Other subjects as building materials and construction, professional practice for 7th semester PR.
Okay.
That's it, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your friend? What's your name?
Ma'am, my name is Arpita Das.
Arpita Das.
And what are you?
I will be teach architecture design 1 is for the first year, and basic design visual art and graphics. And right now I'm teaching in furniture detail and designing for interior students.
Oh, that's
I'm a
fun.
product designer, so I take that subject.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Very good.
I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, we have worked on a. Nisha, please zoom it a bit. Yeah, thank you. So, ma'am, we have worked on a SWOT analysis for a nurse working in a hospital in a small city.
Okay.
So basically, we have starting with strengths. If you say, Since we are talking about the small city, so usually small city hospitals will have obviously smaller patient load also. So nurse will be able to give a personalized care and build strong relationship with the patients over there working while working in a hospital. It will also be helpful for her to form a close knit team over there, because less number of staff will be working there. Okay, so that will give her to work in a group, maybe like a collaborative support she will be getting, and also a supportive staff will help her to work better. And lastly, as far as strength is concerned, that she'll be familiar with the patients, because in smaller cities usually people know each other, so she can develop a deep understanding of the people as a patients visiting there, and thereby she can give proper healthcare or patient care to them. And preference will also always be given to the local community where she'll be working, thereby giving high quality clinical skills, giving enabling her to provide high quality of patient care.
Okay.
This was about the strength, ma'am. As far as weaknesses are concerned, there will be limited specialization available in a small city. So as far as the career development of the nurses is concerned, they won't be able to add on anything as far as their education is concerned. Like in larger cities, there are many certificate courses that happen as the technology advances, right? But in smaller cities, she won't get that opportunity to get herself certified things in certain treatments. Then other thing will be, there will be a workload variability. Maybe there will, because of the fluctuation of people who are coming there as a patients. Say for example, in a rainy season, people fell ill at a large, so people will be coming more, like volume of the patients will be more in the hospital during certain sometime, and it will be very low in other times really. So when it is high, there will be a lot of workload in the hospital, and there will be large stress, huge stress also. Coming to the opportunities, smaller cities, nurses get the opportunity to work for a community work, because a lot of health camps and all those things are organized in smaller cities, so they get that opportunity to work in a community programs. Second is to have a leadership role, or to perform a leadership role, because many times it happens that doctor is not always available in the hospital, so she can assist whatever the work doctor has told her to do, so she can take a leadership role working in a team, or the persons who are working under her or as a teamwork. Then she can also provide a holistic care, because maybe all type of facilities are that are available in the hospital, but the staff is not available, so she can provide the patient all kind of care that a person needs, right? Coming on to threats, lastly, there will always be staff shortages in the smaller cities, okay, because people don't prefer to move to smaller cities because of less opportunities there. So number of staff working in the hospital will always be less, and that is a huge challenge in recruiting and retaining the staff, leading to potential staff shortage. And because of the resource limitations will also be there, so because of this limited resources, they will have the they won't be able to provide specialized treatments in the hospital, so that will be a threat. And the last threat will be more facilities are available in the larger cities that are nearby the small cities, so patient will be obviously preferring to go to those large cities for specialized treatments. So this way, those cities will pull the patients from here, so that is also a major threat. So that is all, ma'am, that we have worked on this SWOT analysis.
Yeah, but I had given you internal and external, and the threats which are internal, external, and positive, negative, that you completely forgot.
Yes, ma'am. I guess
The chart which I had shared.
Yes.
The
Yes,
chart
I
which
guess
I
we
had
have missed.
shared.
Yes, sorry, ma'am. We have missed that.
Yeah. So that is a positive impact, that is a negative impact. This is internal, that is external. So threats and opportunities are external, while as strengths and weaknesses
are internal, right?
And as far as the threats are concerned, you didn't talk about rape and molestation. It's one of the biggest threat. It's one of the biggest threat. Did you see The Hard? Did you see The Hard serial?
No, ma'am.
You should see that. I mean, look at the way he manipulated the nurse. So there is always this danger of threat. Right. That's why I specifically said that small town, the nurse, so nursing jobs. Yeah. So what did you learn from this exercise?
So, ma'am,
don't talk about the nurse. I'm talking about the process.
Ma'am, actually, whenever we do the SWOT analysis,
yeah, ma'am, while designing the program, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So while designing the program, we can go through this step for designing any part or solution. For example, for a student, if we give some topic like design a model or something like that, so we can work on stress, weakness, opportunity, and threat, so that they can incorporate those things in their design, so that this will help them to work for the process that I thought.
So it's a tool for analysis, basically. Yes, these are all the tools
for designing part. Or for
whether
any
you are doing site analysis, whether you are analyzing the design brief, or whether you are analyzing people working there. So,
yeah, even the spaces, ma'am, I guess even the space analysis, when they'll be doing about the program, they can incorporate this SWOT analysis in that.
Yeah.
Important spaces, they'll differentiate between the weak spaces and strength spaces that way.
Okay. Yeah, so what else will you do as a SWOT analysis? Tell me. What are the topics that you will give to the students?
Ma'am, like we, at present, in my BIAC 5th design studio, we are working on a design that is housing for a senior citizen, senior living homes we are designing. So as you told the other participant about like dividing the things in a smaller or number of things that are related to the design problem. So in our senior living homes, we have a senior person as the heart of the design problem. Like, so things that are related to senior citizens, like how they behave at this age, what were their likings when they were young, what they missed in their younger life, what they wanted to do in their earlier life, which they were not able to do, which they can enjoy by doing, staying in that housing. They can get all those facilities. So there are various things that are related to senior citizens. So they have to jot down those small topics related to senior citizen, and then individually work on those points, and then they can compile their design, proceed with the design process.
Yeah, very good. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so this was good. I hope you liked the exercise.
Yes, ma'am. I got this, like it will be very helpful for me now, because we have just started this senior citizen living design program.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Nishtha, we can start a new project. Rashmi?
Yes, who would like to go next? Ritika ma'am?
Yes, I'll go.
Yes, ma'am, sure.
I'll just share my screen.
Sure, ma'am.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Ma'am, first of all, I'd like to thank you to make us do these assignments. These are such interesting assignments. I was so thrilled doing this because I could explore myself. I used to just work with black color pens on a white sheet before doing this. I was very I like to do that. But after this assignment, I could work on various mediums. For example, you can see in my cube, I use watercolors, I use acrylic colors, I use metallic markers, then I use black pen on a colored sheet. I never used to try these things. So thank you so much for giving such an assignment to work on. Ma'am, so basically in this assignment, I selected a sunflower where I had to depict a flower. So this is the sunflower which I made using watercolors. And this is the first time that
enlarge that.
I'm
Enlarge
not
it.
able to see the enlarged images right now. We can just see the folder and all small thumbnails.
Acha, okay. Okay. I don't know why in my screen is visible. I'll again share it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, ma'am, so this is the first time that I painted using a watercolor.
Okay.
And all thanks to you. So I made this sunflower. This is the first thing that I painted for this cube. Then you can see on the second side, the left-hand side, I use acrylic colors to paint the sunflower. And because I wanted that to show that it is made by a female, so I just give a beautiful quote to the whole cube, that she is kind, that she is thoughtful, she is free, she is wonderful, grateful. I was really thrilled making this part of the cube.
Very nice.
I think I can move the second side. Can I just show you the model? Like, is it visible?
Yeah. No, but show this also. This is also very interesting. Go back to your share a screen. Very interesting.
Okay, I'll again share the second photo because it's not moving. Yeah. So this is the other side. So this basically I wanted to use all the mediums that I can explore with, and I had those colors available with me. So but I wanted to make a collage.
You've shown a childlike enthusiasm, which is great.
Exactly. I was actually thrilled doing all this because this is what I thought of doing from such a long time, that I wanted to do since my childhood. And now because of you, ma'am, basically, I could just go through all these thrilling excitement that I can do.
So wonderful.
So basically, this is what I think we want the children whom we are teaching to show in their projects as well.
To
explore whatever they want. And also one more thing I want to point out, that I never like to erase my pencil work, which I make the grid lines and the guidelines to draw all these images, because those are my first marks to any drawing or painting which I create. So I have not erased any mark out of, even if there's a yellow color on my black sheet. If you can see, I didn't try to hide it. I could have painted using black color, but I didn't try to hide it. This is also telling the process of making this whole painting. So, ma'am, I'm really happy to make one such cube. I'll
show the other three sides.
Okay, ma'am. I again have to.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I can't.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
So, ma'am, this is. I tried to incorporate mandalas in depicting the sunflower. So one thing I realized, since it's a cube, I should write on only one side, and other side should always show some visual impacts, because then when we rotate, the write-ups also rotates. So that is the one thing which I realized. You expected this only from the assignment?
Absolutely. This is what I wanted. I mean, I wanted the greatest thing is your enthusiasm. And this is something which you have to rub on to your students. I mean, they let them get that happiness of doing something with your own hands. And then so you've chosen a sunflower and you have used those colors consistently in all the images, which is very important. So consistency, abstraction, making patterns, making details, so all that is very important, and you've shown that. I'm very happy about this project, very happy that you chose
I'll
this
show one more
project.
side. I'll show one more side wherein I use black paper and use the metallic markers to make.
Sure.
So, just a minute, ma'am. So this is that.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Yeah,
so this is the first time my pens are kept with me since 2 years, and I was not able to use them. And I was actually excited to use them in my assignment.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm so happy. So happy. So tell me, what did you learn and what will you give to the students?
Ma'am, basically, since our mind are occupied and we think very complex things since we are teachers.
Yeah.
The basic, like, this is something which we can teach our first year students, but if I want to teach something like this to my senior batches, that is for third year or fourth year, I will try to give them a problem related to monuments and
monuments, facades,
facades, yeah,
details of doors,
details of Hinduism, or a certain type of style they can adopt, and the elements they can put in the cube and then make an assignment out of it. So this was the first thought that came to my mind.
Very nice. So what do you teach, Kritika? Where do you teach?
Ma'am, I'm in APJ Institute from Greater Noida. So right now, it's been only 6 months that I'm into teaching.
Okay.
And I'm teaching history of architecture, then design, and I've taught urban design as well.
Okay.
So I was actually thrilled to see the mind mapping exercise. I also wanted to do that, but I chose to do this.
Okay.
In that, because I had also made some mental mapping exercises during my urban design studio.
Yes.
So in that, obviously, what we told the students that you can go to a street and just make a mental image of whatever you see on the streets.
Yeah.
So we chose an urban village where they can go to the street. There were a lot of historical structures. There were very many religious places that they can identify. So they made a mental map out of that. And that was really interesting. Some were able to sketch it out.
Yeah.
Some were able to make just visual graphics out of it. But it was really interesting to see that.
Very nice. So if you're teaching history, there is a wonderful book called Precedents in Architecture.
Okay.
It's one of the finest books on history. Absolutely mind-boggling. So beautiful. So go through that. I'm sure your library will have it, or tell your librarian to buy it. It's a beautiful book for history. It will teach you so much.
Definitely, I'll see it. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Bye. Nishtha, we need to get all these images, and I need all these images on in my email.
Sure,
okay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, definitely.
Yeah.
Ritika ma'am, I really loved your work. I just wanted to congratulate you. Very beautiful. The paintings that you've done, and you were saying that you had used watercolor for the first time, but you totally did it like a pro. It didn't look like you were doing it for the first time.
Obviously, we are into watching these videos on Instagram. A lot of times I watch them, but making it hands-on it's the first time that I tried it.
Yeah.
So I really love doing it. Thank you so much.
Where did you study, Kritika?
Ma'am, I studied from MIT as Gwalior. So yeah.
Good. Yes. Can we start with the next project?
Anyone who would like to go next? Participants, you all can volunteer. Anyone who would like to go next, please let us know. You can unmute yourself. Kanksha ma'am and Mansha ma'am, are you here? Ashfina ma'am. Mansha ma'am.
She wants 5 minutes.
Sure, ma'am.
Mansha
No
wants
problem.
5 minutes.
No problem. I'm just going through everyone's work who has
Yeah.
uploaded the drive, and I'm just taking their names if
Okay.
anyone is here or they would
Okay.
like to present. Ashfina ma'am, are you here? If you would like to present. Gayatri ma'am is already present. Rakesh sir, are you here? Rakesh sir? I think they need a little time, ma'am. I have also
Yeah. Okay,
done
good.
something.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Nishtha, you go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Payal ma'am is asking for the
Yes.
title of
Yes.
the history book,
Yes.
an author name. Ma'am, I'll just share my screen. I honestly
Yes.
did not get a lot of time to do this. Uh, with all the coordination work and back-end work and everything. But still, I try to do something. I just quickly
Sure.
just did
Oh, wow.
5-10 minutes.
Such a lovely thing. Tour study. Great.
Ma'am, actually, we were talking about organizing a study tour for our students in college. This was a conversation that was happening since the beginning of the semester. So, as soon as I saw the topic, I thought that this is something that I can. We're already discussing it.
Wonderful.
I just took some color pens and quickly made this. I did this along with two of my other co-faculties. They're actually
Okay.
seniors here.
Okay.
Khushbu ma'am and Atulya sir. So, ma'am, first, since it was about a study tour, we made a bus at the center. Then, first thing that we thought of doing was to identify who the travelers are going to be, who are the people who will go in this study tour. So first we thought that which course are the students taking who would like to go. So it would be for architecture students. Then which year students will be going, that is also important. Is it first year or fifth year? Because their perspectives are very different. Then what is the total number of students that will be going, and other details about students, if they have any individual requirements, how many number of girls, how many number of boys, if any student has special requirements, if there is any student who needs some certain kind of extra help. So all those things. Then secondly, what is the purpose of this tour? Is this tour something that will take you on case studies for a particular semester's design studio? Will the study tour related to, will it be related to materials or construction techniques? Or will we tell the students about different kind of building services? So what will be the purpose behind going to the places that we are going? Then once this purpose is identified, the next thing to understand is the destination. Where will we go? And wherever we reach, are there going to be any other connecting points? Like if we are going to just one particular city or area, or we will be going to other cities, other stops will be there in the trip. So all of that also needs to be figured out. Then mode of transport is also very important. Will we be going by bus, train, flight? Even if train, then sleeper class, third AC, second AC, or whatever requirements are there. Then we try to find some tour operators, multiple number of course, so that we can have multiple options. So then we will tell the tour operator all the requirements that we have. We'll give briefing to all the 2-3 tour operators that we are talking to. 2, 3, or even more. And then we'll also give them some options that if not this, then we want something like this. So we'll tell them all the requirements. After that, we will receive multiple quotations from them. In this discussion, we will also tell them about our schedule. Like, this will be a to and fro discussion. Of course, all these things cannot be done in one discussion, but the tour operator will also have a lot of questions, that what is the date you want to go on, what activities do you want to do apart from case study or site visit, what kind of accommodation do you want to take, which type of hotels, resort, villa, or dormitory, what do you want to take, and what will be the rooms sharing status. Will there be 2 students in a room, 3 students in a room, all of those things. Then if you have any particular requirements on any of the sites, if you want to do camping for a day, and so on and so forth, so on-site arrangements will also be done according to that. And then we'll also talk about the expenditure. Of course, we will have some budget in mind, so we will constantly uh, talk about that budget to the tour operators as well. We will get some final quotations from them. There will be negotiation as well on the basis of that. Then once we are satisfied with the quotation that has been given by either 1 or 2 of the tour operators, then we will send it to the department or any higher authorities in the institute. We'll get their approval. A formal approval will be taken with the quotation and everything, if everything is okay with them or not. There can be some changes from the administration side as well. There can be revisions in the quotation, and multiple revisions can be there as well. This will be again a uh, um, discussion, and multiple step process will be there. Then we will finally approve one of the quotations. Finalization will be done, and the information will be circulated to the students. Then we will also get permission letters or consent letters from the students' parents.
Correct.
Are they willing to send them on this trip or not? Then while we are preparing, and a few days before the trip, we will also be prepared for all sorts of hazards that will happen on the trip. In fact, this was the time in our discussion when we thought that apart from all these things, also we need to be prepared for so many things when we are taking students with us.
Yeah.
This exercise was actually very good for us, because the 3 of us were sitting. Khushbu ma'am is here with me right now. The 3 of us were sitting and we were discussing that what can be done and what not. So at this time, it struck that safety preparedness is also something that is very important.
Okay.
So we will make an emergency plan. If any student falls sick, if any minor accident or anything happens, then we should also carry a first aid kit with us as faculties. Then a proper briefing or orientation should be given to the students as well about the place that we are visiting, or how to behave there, or if any cultural appropriateness is required, or how they can be also mentally prepared for it. And we can also tell them about a travel kit that they can all prepare for themselves individually. Basic things like maybe their personal medicines, a small water bottle, or a little snack, anything that they personally require, they can keep in this travel kit. Then we also understood after this that there will be some key issues that will be there. So time management can be one thing. If there is a strict schedule, if you want to move from one place to another, time management will be very important. If we have a strict budget, then financial management is also something that we need to take care of right from the beginning. Then all accessibility to each and every site in a particular city. Right now, we might not be knowing if there are some restrictions, some regulations, maybe some construction work is happening, some roads are blocked. So accessibility can also be an issue. So there should always be room for any last minute changes. Then of course, discipline amongst the students, and taking care of their safety, and good behavior from their end is also expected. So management for that. So these were all the things that we could think of. Of course, a lot of all other things will also be added in this.
Yeah.
What's actually happening.
Yeah. Can I say something now?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. So so what we need to, I can't see myself. Where is that? What have I done? Okay. So you have missed 2 points. One is the pre-study given to the students. I mean, wherever you are going, whether you're going to Delhi, whether you're going to Jaipur, whether you're going to Kerala, they have to do the pre-study. That is the first thing. Next thing that you have to do is you have to, after you come back, there has to be a concluding document, a tour document. So that documentation has to be part of the study. Before you start the study tour, they should know that they have done the pre-study and they have done the post documentation.
Actually, we discussed about making a report after coming back. I missed that in the drawing that I made.
Pre-study is equally important. Okay. So whenever you do, you can divide the entire class into various groups and ask them to study. Okay, you have to study this monument. So when we go there, you're going to take up that lecture and you're going to tell the other students about that. So when you go to the garden, you have to tell that group to narrate the story of that garden, and so on. Something like that. Okay, so what did you learn about the process? Tell me about the process. Without doing mind mapping, would you have covered so much?
No, ma'am. Definitely not, ma'am.
So how did this help you?
Ma'am, personally, it made me understand that, especially talking in the studio's context, if any particular studio is going on at that time, in the beginning, all the students are of course very enthusiastic when they are beginning with the work. So they most of the times they spread the work a lot, and sometimes they're not able to contain it. The time is over, but their work is not over. So this mapping exercise, first thing it does is it gives an idea of how much you can spread and how much not, or what all things will be added in it, so they can plan their time accordingly, that will they be able to complete their work in this given duration or not. Secondly, it also tells that what all things can be incorporated. Sometimes when we are just normally thinking about it, or when we just start doing it without putting thought into it, what happens is that in between we feel like maybe we could have done it in a better manner, or maybe we could have done it in some other way. Then different things start coming in our minds that maybe ऐसे नहीं ऐसे कर सकते थे. But if we do a mind mapping exercise like this, then it gives us multiple ideas in the beginning, and we can compare on those ideas and then maybe choose one of the better ones out of these ideas.
Okay, good. Very good presentation. Very good. I'm very happy. So what else will you, what other topics will you give to the students for mind mapping?
We can even talk about time management with the students, because usually when we ask them for certain submissions, they always lack with the time management.
Yes.
At the end, they're just like, ma'am, we need extension, we need 2 days, we need 1 week or 1 day. So I think time management assignment can be given to the students as well, just so that they can map their whole work, and then accordingly they can work on their design studios.
I understand. Yeah. Good work. I'm happy. Very happy. So you three of you, Nishtha, Atulya and Khushbu?
Yes.
Okay.
Atulya sir is not here.
Okay. That's good work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Good.
Anyone else who would like to go next?
Hi, am I visible?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I
ma'am.
sorted out my camera. Yeah. So I'll just try and present my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to introduce the topic for our presentation. So we've chosen poster. We thought that this would be a very easy exercise, because as it was written in ma'am's presentation, that posters are just a large drawing with a bold caption. But when Akanksha and I started with it, we just went into a crazy loop of thinking that, oh my God, there are so many things, so many facets to it. It's just not an image with a flashy tagline. There are a lot of thought process that goes while doing a poster. So what we did, we started first by shortlisting and figuring out what topic we want to take. So ma'am had given a lot of topics, like they are so diverse and varied topics, like milk, fruit, flower, trees, like so many. Somehow Akanksha said, no ma'am, brain is something which controls everything, so let's do brain. Then by thinking that brain again has a lot of aspects to it. It can we can have an aspect of science, we can have aspect of body, we can also have aspect of mental well-being. So what we thought, okay, again, let's synthesize it, bring it down, and let's try and focus on one particular topic. So we tried to divert the brain, and we tried to take this to the mental aspect, mental well-being aspect level. And so we chose this tagline, do not believe everything you think, the versatile mind. So again, I'll try to break this poster to you. You can see left hand side, there's the poster, and right hand side, there is the process that we followed, the methodology we had. So it first start by the sketch that you can see on the right hand side. It's done by Akanksha. So first what she did, she put in what a brain is. What does it do? There's a left hand side to the brain, there's a right hand side to the brain. So what does the brain does and how it impacts us directly. So if you see this poster, the centerpiece of the poster is the brain. And then there's you can see the color combination. It's like the cosmic color combination because the brain is the center of everything. So the visual representation, what we try to do is to resemble and mimic it with the cosmic galaxy. And the color combination, the palette we choose, it is very contrasting, like dark versus the bright. Then again, we were just discussing that we said, yes, mind goes in a lot of directions. That way you see in right hand side above, you can see a human head with a lot of thoughts going in the mind. And then you can see a thread coming out of the thing, which is overlapping with the everything, the text that we had written. And then it is in the hand, that everything it shows that, yes, there is a lot of thoughts that happen, but at the end of the day, everything is in our hand, so that we can change our life, we can do whatever we want. But brain is something that we need to control, we need to handle. So again, I'll try to break down the poster. The centerpiece is the brain, and you can see the lights right hand side. You can see sort of yellowish glow to the poster that shows the energy that comes out of it.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done. I love the color combination. I love like the composition, the center. I like the lettering. So all the lettering, except everything is done on Photoshop.
Yes,
yeah. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So tell me about this exercise. Not this particular exercise, but making a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, ma'am. So like your the instructions that you gave, I do agree with it that it's something which catches the eye or the attention of the viewer in very little and very concise manner. We have to bring out our thought process to the seer. So the first thing that we need to do while making a poster is to find out the centerpiece. What has to be the centermost focal point for doing the poster, followed by the thought process, which can be shown in form of the typography or in form of the content or the text that we choose, and how that text gets represented. Like we've done here, do not believe everything you think. So again, the two lines are in yellow. Then there is two words, everything, where you want to put the focus is in red, and then again you think. So this is how
very nice.
Focus is generated.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice. Thanks.
Okay, ma'am.
Thanks, Mansha. So where are you teaching?
Ma'am, I am teaching in KR Mangalam University.
Okay. I hope you like the process and you like the lectures.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
So I'll stop sharing my screen now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mansha ma'am, Akanksha ma'am. Very nice thought.
Somehow I can't, Nishtha,
yes,
somehow I can't see all the chats.
Chats? Ma'am, can you see the option for chat in your title, in your toolbar?
I can, yeah, now let me see.
Yeah, please, there's a small arrow on the right.
I know, I saw that, but लेकिन chat का वो दिख ही नहीं रहा है. Okay, I mean, there are 5 comments, so I just wanted to know what are the comments.
Okay. Ma'am, actually, Shainik sir just shared the PDF file for the book that you were mentioning.
Okay.
He has sent the link for that
Okay.
PDF, and everyone is saying thank you to him for sharing.
Okay.
Okay. Participants, I've also shared a Google form link in the chat box. This is a feedback form, and this feedback form is very important for us as organizers. We want your honest feedback. Please let us know what did you think about this 5-day faculty development program. Make sure that you all fill the feedback form. The link is there in the chat box and also in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, okay, I saw that. Oh, he's shared the PDF Residential Architecture book.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Anyone who wants to go next? Even if you have not submitted your work in the Google Drive, no problem. If you would still like to discuss it, you are most welcome. You can come and discuss your work or anything that you thought about the exercises. Please feel free to unmute yourselves and talk to us, discuss anything related to the exercises. Ashfina ma'am, you are here. Would you like to discuss your work? I could see that you have uploaded your assignment in the drive. If you wish to discuss, you can discuss it now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have that PDF with me. Can you someone share that PDF?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, I'll share it for you. Just give me a moment. I'm downloading the file.
Okay.
Till then, if there's anyone who wishes to present, please write it in the chat box. I'll keep the file ready for you. I'm sharing.
Actually, I did that mind mapping exercise on the topic landscape.
Okay.
So I had 4 main branches. One is natural landscape, then cultural landscape, then urban landscape and rural landscape.
Okay.
And in that, it has been categorized into 4 different ways. Like cultural landscape, when we talk about cultural landscape, it has culture part, then first the tangible and intangible part, and in the tangible part comes the build forms, and intangible parts comes the culture, and in culture again it subdivide to art, music, lifestyle, etc. When it comes to the urban landscape, it has again tangible and intangible aspects, where intangible comes the place attachment, place identity, etc. Then the tangible parts, it has the public spaces, where it again divided into streets, squares, market spaces, etc. Then for the natural landscape, it has the form, pattern, then the plants, streets, water,
all those contents. And when it connected to water, it has a riparian landscape. It's again another diversion. From the plant side, we have the CO2 absorption, carbon footprint. Like that, it goes in another pattern. So that's what I did.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I quite. So what did you learn, and how will you give this to students?
Actually, my PhD was on cultural landscape, but I didn't thought about this mind mapping exercise at that time. That's why I chose this topic, landscape.
Yeah.
But when I did this exercise, I got a lot of options there. Even I never expected that carbon footprint that will come as part of this.
Yeah. Did you enjoy doing this?
Yes, really enjoyed.
How will you teach this to the students? What will you do?
Actually, ma'am, now I am thinking when I do any design project, whatever be the project, I'll start with the mind mapping exercise so that they can come up with a lot of variety of spaces or the quality of spaces related to that topic. So I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah, good. Very interesting. Very interesting. Except that all your main branches should have been much thicker.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All the main branch has to be very thick, and then you diversify into
ma'am. I understand.
Branches. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone left who would like to discuss?
Ishta, have you given the phone number to people?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any?
I shared in the first day. I will share it again today.
Yeah. Is there any inquiry for the book?
Ma'am, there were 2-3 inquiries. I had shared your number. Maybe they will reach out to you.
Okay.
There were 2-3 inquiries in the first day itself about the book. Anyone else who would like to present?
Or not necessarily present, at least express your views. Talk about the presentation, talk about your 4 days, 5 days.
Ma'am, can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, ma'am, I just wanted to share something with you.
Yes.
There's a student in my college. He's in the first year right now, and he's done diploma before coming to architecture.
Okay.
So basically, we have this perception that these students are better in understanding things because they have a maturity in understanding things, which whatever we teach.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he is from Hindi medium. And since architecture is always language of expressions, we never take it as a weakness. Whenever I teach in class, what he has his habit to make flow diagrams, like the mind mapping that exercises we are talking about. He always make those mind diagrams, but he's not able to translate them into a language that can be written in the exams or in the textbook.
Doesn't matter. I came from Marathi medium school.
Okay.
And so when I was in first year architecture, I wrote my history paper in Marathi.
Okay.
And my teacher was fantastic. He said, yes, Pradnya, you write in any language that you want, and I'll correct your paper. I know so many languages. I know Marathi, I know Gujarati, I know Hindi, I know English. And I wrote my paper in Marathi. I mean, just doesn't make any difference. Language is just a tool of expression. So Hindi is just fine. It's absolutely fine.
But the thing is, like, whatever he wants to speak, like, for example, people showed you mind mapping exercises. So they had to explain whatever they were thinking, making those exercises.
He can speak in Hindi, no hassle. No
No,
mess.
but if he's not able to write, matlab, we can ask him to write in Hindi as well.
Exactly. He can write in Hindi. He can write in
Yeah.
Hindi. No problems. No problems.
We
It's a
should.
long life. He will learn English somehow.
Yes.
लुढ़कते लुढ़कते पहुंच जाएगा वो. No problems. No problems. Yes, anybody else wants to talk about issues?
I also have one question.
Yes, yes.
A lot of students in the first year and second year start asking us that when will you start teaching us the softwares, or even if we give
Teaching
them,
us the?
when will we start using softwares?
Oh, software.
Digitally, when will we start working?
Yeah.
So what happens is that even if we are giving them any handwork exercises or sketching exercises, they want to do it digitally. And there is this constant hustle between the faculty and the student where they keep on requesting us
No,
that
but,
we make everything
learning software is very important. I know so many colleges where they teach construction and graphics using softwares, using AutoCAD, for example. So they would start with the PowerPoints, and they would start with all the office projects and Microsoft Office, and then they would teach them PowerPoint, and then they would teach them AutoCAD right in first year. So their graphics and construction is taken through the computer, and designing is done by hand. So yeah, I mean, it's a tool. It's a very important tool. We can't ignore it. I mean, I'm not saying that you need to replace that. You need to replace sketching with computers, but for construction, definitely.
Ashfina ma'am, are you trying to say something?
Ma'am, I would like to ask you to deliver some words of for wisdom so that people can understand how to take this further, because it's very important.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lifelong process. Designing is a lifelong process. So you have to be very passionate about designing and never lose hope. You should be at it. You should keep on working towards it. You can keep on striving, never lose hope. So, I mean, this book that I wrote took me, I mean, the basic concept of this book was in 2009. And then I was so busy after that. I was taking workshops for the faculty members. I was teaching the students. I was also running my macrame studio. So during the pandemic, I had the time. So
yes,
pandemic,
we got we got your connection from one of our faculty who has done your workshop in 2015. COA workshop.
Okay.
So,
who is that?
Yes, Arpita ma'am, Arpita Das.
Okay.
She has done your. She said कि madam को बुलाना है. The day your book came to council, she still had that book, and we have not submitted it to the library yet. So actually, ma'am, this is the change. This is the enthusiasm we want.
Yeah.
To be, because everybody in our college, we are busy in some administrative work and even the classes. But you know that charm where you actually wants to learn anything and then teach it to the student is, or sometime take a backseat.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I took this effort to reach out to people. And I said, yes, I'm here. I'm ready to take up workshops. Now, this month, I'm going to Manipal University and taking a actual physical workshop for 2 days. And then I'm going to Surat for 3 days. So I also take these workshops with the students now. So not just faculty members, I have started taking workshops for the students. So I give them lots of exercises, lot of theoretical work, a lot of presentations. So that's how it works. Yeah. This was a good session. I'm very happy about the results from the faculty members. And Nishtha, you're too good. You're very good. You're still so young and you're so ambitious. So nice to connect with you.
Thank you, ma'am. Same here.
Parampreet, I enjoyed taking these sessions.
Thank you, ma'am.
So,
It's
so
just a small efforts.
yeah.
And we want to be connected with you for a very long association as well. And with all of the participants also, because there are only few places where we all can come together and share the same ideas.
Yeah.
So it's a good platform.
Yeah.
Keeping that in mind, we will not be dissolving the group.
No, okay.
If you wish, if WhatsApp group, if you wish to leave, you can easily leave.
No, but Nishtha, add my name to WhatsApp group.
Yes, ma'am, Nishtha, add that.
Add.
So, for all of you, if you want to leave, we are free to leave that group. But we are going to keep that WhatsApp group so that we can connect together. We can share some ideas, future FDPs.
In fact, recently, one of my student has made a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, my podcast. So I can, once it is finished and finalized, yes, I'll share that with you.
Yes,
I'll definitely share it with you. Yeah. All right. Any more comments now? Are we nearing the session? Yes, Shanik.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
So this is the end of an FTP of 5 days. I'm so happy for being a part of this. Let me introduce first of all, like myself, Shanik. I'm from Kerala. I'm working as an assistant professor in MA School of Architecture from Kerala for the past 8 years. So attending this FTP is like really, it's a great learning experience for me because I'm attending an FTP after so long. So it's an online medium. I was thoroughly enjoyed the sessions, and around 8 sessions was there. So my takeaway from this FTP is like, as a teacher, we are highly responsible for the society, for carving good students from good students to good human beings. So while making small changes in the design brief and all, we can make them educate more about socio-cultural related.
Make them sensitive to the ideas. Make them sensitive about how the other half lives.
Exactly.
And that's very, very important.
Instead of sticking in the studio around four boundary walls, we can make them to bring out to the streets and show the lives over there and make them what is the user group, what are their real requirements for that and all. So that's a great takeaway for me from this.
Thanks.
And I want to sincerely thank Amity University for putting all this effort and
yeah, absolutely. MET has done wonderful work.
Yeah, and it's very nice to meet you, ma'am, Pratanya ma'am, and I hope we'll keep in touch for the future.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will keep in touch.
And thank you, Nishta, Parampreet, everyone for coordinating such a wonderful sessions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Anyone else would like to say anything before we end the session?
Yes, Vivek.
Hello, sir. We cannot hear you, sir.
We can't hear you. Unmute yourself. No.
So it might possible that your earphone is not connected properly.
If you all wish to share anything, you can talk to us, or you can also write in the chat box anything, your feedback, comments, any suggestions for future as well.
We can also discuss in the WhatsApp group, which has been prepared. And means there is no hurry if you are not ready yet. So Nishta ma'am, I think we can take this even further.
Okay. With this, I think we come to the end of this 5-day faculty development program on architectural design pedagogy for engaging studio experiences. It was truly a wonderful ride all these 5 days, starting from the inaugural session with the blessings of our seniors and such good wishes from everyone. First session was taken by Pradnya ma'am, and I don't think there can be any better opening session than that. All our speakers were amazing, each and every speaker, and all you participants were also amazing. Thank you for bearing with me. I was very pushy with everyone throughout these 5 days. Constantly, I was pushing everyone to join on time, to be present in the sessions, to start their cameras, to ask questions, everything. I was being very pushy, and you all were so patient with me. Thank you so much. I hope you understand that it is my job as a coordinator, and you all were such amazing participants and asked questions and were interactive, gave your honest constructive feedback and opinions in the sessions as well, so that is much appreciated by all of us. We hope that we are able to organize such events in the future also. We want to do better next time, and I hope that we bring better programs, workshops for you all in the future, both in the online and offline mode. Hopefully, we will be able to meet you offline as well in the future. And let us all be connected. As ma'am already mentioned, we will keep this WhatsApp group alive. We can use this group to share anything that we want, maybe good books, maybe some links to good papers, case studies. We can discuss our issues with each other related to our studios, teaching methodology, or anything can be shared in this group that is related to architecture and education. So let us all be connected there. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Parampreet ma'am, Kapadia sir, and my department for giving me this opportunity that I could interact with you and organize this for you. I now hand over the mic to Parampreet ma'am. She would be presenting a formal vote of thanks for all of you.
Hi everyone, thank you Nishtha. J.F. Kennedy once remarked, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. I, Parampreet Kaur, is very humble and honored to be the one delivering the vote of thanks in such a distinguished and inspired faculty development program. On behalf of Amity School of Architecture and Planning, Amity University, Chhattisgarh, at the onset, I am grateful to the universe for bestowing on us its blessings and strengthening to continue our commitment to the cause of learning. This 5-day FDP has been exclusively handpicked and designed for the participants. Our sincere and heartfelt gratitude to all the participants who have joined this 5-day FDP and spared their precious time to attend. We are sure that you will be benefited by this FDP in days to come. We are indeed fortunate and honored to have with us our distinguished resource person, Professor Padnya Chauhan Madam from Rizvi College of Architecture, Dr. Vishakha from SPA Bhopal, Dr. Shankarpratim Bhattacharya from IIT Kharagpur, Architect Abdul Halim Babu sir from Jamia Millia Islamia, Dr. Arindam Bishwas from IIT Roorkee, and Architect Anubha Ashtikar from Raipur. It was indeed a privilege to listen to these learned resource person for 5 days to learn about architectural design pedagogy for engaging studio experience by covering important topics like pedagogical approach to basic design, including cultural heritage in architectural design process, high-rise building design and services, design pedagogy for healthcare architecture, pedagogical approach towards inclusive urban renewal in Indian cities, and climate-conscious design studio. We are sure that most of us will be using the same in for our design classes. I place on record my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Piyush Kant Pandey, for sparing time for him from his extreme busy schedule and enlightening us all with his words of wisdom and knowledge. Any event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheel starts rolling days ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye view for detailing. Every faculty member of Amity University and Amity School of Architecture and Planning was deeply involved in it. On behalf of Amity School of Architecture and Planning, it is my honor to acknowledge the visionary and dynamic leadership of our Honorable Founder President,
Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir, our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Aseem Chauhan sir, Honorable Chancellor sir, Dr. Salva Murthy sir, for being the role model, source of continuous inspiration for all of us. Thank you for all being our guiding light. It is their vision and commitment that gives us the impetus to excel. Amity School of Architecture and Planning is blessed to be spearheaded by our director, Professor Q.H. Kapadia. He has always been the fountainhead of our strength and source of inspiration. Thank you, sir, for your constant support and motivation. I am thankful to the moderator and co-coordinator of this event, Architect Nishtha Joshi, for conducting the session with precision and grace. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to my colleagues, Architect Nita Mishra, Architect Meenakshi Singh, Architect Arpita Das, and Architect Nihal Singh Verma, Architect Thaudam Sudha Devi, Architect Garima Tamrakar, and Mr. Mukesh Verma, and all the faculty members and staff for their valuable inputs and support. They have left no stone unturned to make this FTB remarkably successful. My deepest sense of appreciation is to our IT support. They are backbone of our online event. Thank you, Mr. Amrish and the team. Once again, my sincere thanks to one and all for making this FDP a great success. By this, I want to end this program. Have a nice day and take care until we meet again.
Thanks a lot for inviting me. Thanks a lot for inviting me.
Ma'am, we are the fortunate one.
I enjoyed
the pleasure is all ours. So I would request everybody to switch on their camera so that we can take final photos. Okay, not many cameras are open, so I have taken one snap. I will share that in WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Apart from this, your certificates will be given to you by Wednesday after you fill the form, because 2 days it will be holidays, weekends. So we will be providing the certificate by Wednesdays. And please, 17 response forms are already filled. We usually share the response with the speakers. So if you can finish it quickly, so we can share that with the speakers as well. Okay. Nishtha ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you all for attending, and thank you so much, Pradnya ma'am, for sparing so much time for us and guiding us. It was truly a wonderful session. I have shared the details of the book written by Pradnya ma'am in the WhatsApp group. The number is also there and details of the book are there. So if you wish to buy a copy of this book, you can contact on that number. That is Pradnya ma'am's number, and she will directly send the book to you and also give you the special discount that she agreed to give just for this faculty development program. So yeah, that's something important. And I have also shared the link for feedback form. Please fill it whenever you have time. Try to do it today itself, even after working hours if you are able to fill it. It's a very short form, will only take 2 to 5 minutes to fill. Please do that. It is very precious for us because we will be knowing how you exactly felt about it. And yeah, we are working on your certificate. So we'll try that we hand it by Wednesday itself. I think we can conclude now. We have come to the end of this 5-day program. We were preparing for it for so long and it feels like it has just quickly passed. But it was good knowing each and every one of you. I personally interacted with so many participants during these 5 days and even before that. All of you were really sweet and accommodating and adjusting. Thank you so much for your presence. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, and thanks for the one of the best FDPs.
Thank you, Vivek sir.
Thank you so much.